Howdy friends and neighbors, Jerry Tindell here, Tindell's Horse and Mule School. I'd like to talk a little bit about the training article that we're putting into Mules and More Magazine on round pin work, the reasoning of your round pin and why it is so helpful. This is not just designed to start colts or start something that you're going to start. It is about getting the edge off of or maybe getting them prepared for the ride. I'm finding a lot of stock today, they're just in more help by putting them in a round corral, moving them around, getting them warmed up, getting them connected, getting ready for the lesson. So I'd like to talk to you about a few things today that is going to be into the idea of focus and being aware of our stock at all times. Just like turning this mule loose. I'd like this mule to be more attentive to me. You can see she can be easily distracted. So all I want to do is I want to stay away from her front end. I want to teach her how to take the halter off and how to put it on. It kind of builds into the future. So let's go through some round pin stuff. I'll go ahead and turn her loose. I'd like to bend her to the left and drop her head down. It's just a nice soft gesture that she can kind of learn to give. It's good for bridling, but it's mainly set up for the mind. Notice her left front foot came to me. I'll just go ahead and notice that. I want to pet her. She wants to take her head to her right, so what she wants to do is shape her body up. It's a pretty common way that they do things. We need to be aware of little things. So I'll go ahead and turn her loose here. We'll talk about some pieces of the round pin. And you'll watch after we warm her up, she'll look different. See, right now she's not doing anything wrong. She's just a little fidgety. She's a little bit kind of disconnected, if you might say. We'll check that out. We're going to turn her loose. When I turn her loose, I don't chase her away. I want her to learn to drop the halter to get the release, then I walk away from her. Now that she's going, I want to just move her a little bit. We'll get a direction started. I'll put my halter back together. Notice her tail is in this end of us. We don't know of any halter that fits that end, so we want to change that. It changed kind of as we talked about it. But that's a better picture. I'd always pet this. I'd always encourage her to do the right thing. So once we start out, this is going to be a very simple warm-up drill. I'm going to send her in one direction, and I'll watch for her to want to come in. The mule's already been worked, so it isn't that this is new for her. But what we're going to see here is I'd like her to kind of trot and lope around, get the edge off of her, get her warmed up before we saddle or work her or put her under harness, whatever we might want to do. I'll use my halter rope here as my tool. Be sure to get your equipment prepared proper. Never wrap it around your body. Always be safe at all times. If I want to set her up here for my controls, we're going to talk about 6 major controls on the ground. 6 steps that I use. There's going to be 4 steps in this round corral. A back up, shoulder control, a forward flex circle, and the hind quarter control. So we'll go ahead and set her up here. I'll pet her. This is where I get my start. I'm going to send her to her right from the left side. We'll ask her to step that shoulder over. You can see that happen pretty nice. Now we'll just tip her up to the left. We're going to have her go to a left forward flex circle. Tip her up to the trot. Let her trot around nice and smooth. We'd like her to have a nice flex position in the round corral. We'd like her to tip that inside ear and pay attention to us. We'd like her to drop her neck. We'd like her to lick her lips. So this is another good way to just kind of check and see if they're moving proper. Check them, see if they're sound. We got a little bit of cold weather here today, although it's Southern California. First day that we've had a nice sunny day without wind and bits of snow. But the ground is somewhat frozen in some areas in the shadows. We're going to take it easy. Now I want you to watch this mule when I tip her up to the lope. Nice extended trot. And tip up to the lope. Look at the cup of the ear, back to the trot. I just want to make my transitions really nice. I want to make sure she's listening. She's in that mood. If they kick and play and buck and they're unsure, take some time. I'll tip her up again. I'm behind the drive line. I'm going to ask her to cluck up to the lope transition. Nice. And back to the trot. We're pushing her to lope her. We're pushing her to hold her on the rail. I'm going to ask her to come to me. I'm going to step a little bit to my left and tell her to come up. Come on up. Now there's a try. When you do this at home, start it out, take your time. There's no hurry. Licking and chewing.